Welcome to Howay Say. Newcastle United just beat Valencia 2-1 in their third or fourth pre-season friendly, depending on how you look at it.
Aye.
What did you make of that game?
I thought it was good. Some of the new signings looking very tasty there. I've got to say, that kid, I think it's Basamana Toure on the wing. Lightning him, absolutely classy set up. Whistler's last goal. Whistler looked good in that game. And Elanga, before he got absolutely crunched, he was looking decent as well. But yeah, I thought first half there was bad signs in the defence, but we weren't too bad. Definitely not the worst I've seen them play. But second half we really stepped it up, and that's the Matthias Jaissle way.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So lots of positives. The young players look good. You're saying Toure stood out.
Yeah.
Was there anyone else?
Sean Stir, for me, absolutely classy. Just the way he just holds up the ball, picks a pass, he's always in the space. Amazing player, him. Looks really good.
Definitely. The older players, did any older players, we talk about losing leaders, Shaw's injured, Alanga's gone off there, Bruno's now gone. Did any of the older players step up to be leaders, do you think, tonight?
I thought Chow and Botman did all right. I thought Chow specifically had a good game till they brought him off, obviously. And then I thought Botman obviously stayed on for the whole game. And he obviously had a lot of minutes in this sort of heat. So, yeah, you've got to say fair play. Botman did all right. Yeah,
definitely. So, obviously, Bruno has gone.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's talk of who do you think should be the captain or who will be the captain. Chow got the captain's armband tonight. Could you see him being a captain going into this season, or do you think someone else will get it?
It would have been my pick between either Botman, Byrne or Chow. It would have been one of the centre-backs in my opinion. So I think Chow's a pretty safe shout, to be fair, yeah.
Did you catch it at the end where Joe Linton was wandering around? He tried to push Jaissle to the front when everyone was giving them applause at the end.
I didn't quite catch it at the end, like it was just going off, but just class from Joe Linton, isn't it? To be fair, that's another sign of a captain there as well. But I thought he managed really well today, Jaissle, bringing on a lot of the youngsters that maybe Eddie Howe wouldn't have, and he's given them a chance, and you've got to say fair play to that.
Yeah, there was definitely a few youngsters that came on at the end that had me and everyone else I was sat next to scratching my heads thinking, who are they?
Yeah.
But they looked all right.
They didn't even have
they didn't even have
photos on the screen, but now they stepped up, we won the game and played well, yeah.
Yeah, you give them a chance, which is good to see. Obviously, there was a contentious moment, or what people are saying, a reckless moment that ended in a red card for a Valencia player. Is that what changed the game?
I think that is a big factor in what changed the game. We kind of deny that. But, I mean, I'd like to say, firstly, that is a disgraceful challenge for a pre-season friendly. I mean, what is he playing at putting an attacker like that? But it is what it is. It did help us out in the end. It might not help us out in the long run, though, if he is injured, which he didn't look too good, is all I'll say. So, to assess the situation later, really. Yeah,
obviously, Elanga was one of the brighter players. He is one of the older players that you're hoping is going to go on and have an impactful season. To go off stretchered in a pre-season friendly is disastrous. But the question, when was the last time, or if ever, have you seen a red card in a pre-season friendly?
Don't think I ever have, to be fair. Especially, usually at Newcastle it's just pass the ball round. So there's no reckless challenge getting thrown in like that. But there was a lot of them, to be fair. It's like they're putting a lot of bad challenges there. I mean, the referee probably could have done with getting his card out beforehand. Maybe he's preventing something like that from happening. But it is what it is. In the grand scheme of things, it did help to win that game. So, yeah.
And it was like a game of two halves, because before that, before the red card, what did you think of Newcastle?
I thought we were a bit dodgy in defence, I can't lie. There was times when they just slipped through, really unmarked. But second half we really stepped up. New signings obviously brought on, and I just think we started playing that sort of attacking football and getting the ball out on the wings as well. Really good. It's
too early to judge Jaissle so far, but were there any glimpses that anything's changed, or that players were playing for a position in the team, or is it just a bit too soon?
I thought it was good. I mean, I saw signs with the goalkeeper. I'll bring him up as well, because he was firing the ball out, getting the ball at his feet and actually being able to ping a pass, which is nice to see, and that really gets us on the front foot rather than messing around, picking it up, playing it along. But yeah, it gets you on the front foot when you've got to keep other players out like that. Definitely, excellent. And obviously Wednesday, they've got Everton up in Scotland. Anything you'd like to see different for that game? Not too much. I mean, as long as we play like we did in the second half and not the first half, and keep it up, really, I didn't think there was too much bad signs there. Obviously, we'll be probably playing against probably a tougher game for Newcastle, what I'm trying to say.
Premier League opposition.
Yeah, Premier League opposition and Everton. But obviously, no credit to Valencia. Valencia are a brilliant side with You see it round when you go in the stadium. You see all the trophies around the sides.
They've got
Very
a good
historic
history,
club.
yeah. Obviously, we'll quickly touch on transfers. It's been announced that Newcastle have got quite a bit of money to spend. Hopefully Jaissle gets to bring some players in and put his stamp on the squad. One of the names that's been mentioned is Howay.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I think it'd be a good signing. I think it's probably one we need to make. We need to get more signings through the door, really. Just lack of experience. So I'd bring him in, definitely, yeah.
And then, is there anywhere else you'd strengthen after tonight? Full-backs?
Yeah. Aye. Definitely full-backs, definitely full-backs. But it's not to be too harsh on the young'uns. It did step up. There was some mistakes made, but nothing that cost us, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, full-backs definitely a role I'd look for. Like. And
then obviously with the injury to Alanga, depending on how long it would be, a right winger.
Potentially as well. I mean, it didn't look too good, but we'll just have to see what happens. I noticed he was holding his arm at first.
Alanga or...
Oh, I got them mixed up between Bazumona and Alanga, but Alanga didn't look too good. It could be a broken leg sort of thing for Alanga there. Not too ideal, definitely.
And then obviously you mentioned Torres injury as well. He was holding his arm for shoulder for quite a while.
Yeah, that didn't look too good at the time, but it's just a precaution sort of thing. They just need to look at that. And I don't think it was too bad. Obviously, finished the game and he played quite well, so you can't complain, can you? Yeah.
Well, we'll roll on. Thank you very much for that.
Well, there we go.
Thank you very much.